Did Michael B. Jordan admit that Steve Harvey was the real reason he and Lori broke up? You won't believe what he just said.
And no names.
Man, I got stories. Now I got to figure out how to tell these stories without no names. Okay, let me see what I got for y'all.
From Valentine's Day dates, to meeting Lori's parents, to Steve Harvey talking about an engagement, Michael B. Jordan's and Lori Harvey's relationship was anything but ordinary. All signs were pointing to MDJ and Lori tying the knot. Why would they split after just a few months? What does Steve Harvey have to do with this? Did Steve Harvey actually ask Lori to break it off with MDJ?
That's hurtful. That doesn't feel good. But he kept drinking like it was nothing. So everything was cool, blah, 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 blah. All right, great. So we had the rest of the night, had a good time, blah, 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 blah. Get back in the car, cool.
Michael B. Jordan, MBJ, and Lori Harvey began dating in November 2020. By January 2021, they had both confirmed their relationship on the social media platform. MBJ had never previously posted anything about his relationships on his Instagram account, and he had never publicly named anyone as his girlfriend. But with Lori, MBJ was clear. In an interview with People magazine, MBJ said, "I'm still private, and I want to protect that, but it just felt like it was a moment of just wanting to put it out there and move on. I'm extremely happy." He also said that he felt more secure with Lori than any time he had been in a relationship before and wanted to share that feeling with the world. Speaking to The Hollywood Reporter in an interview, MBJ said, "I don't know why I never went public with any of my other relationships. I think I finally found love when I was young. I don't think I could have put up with the constant criticism, being critiqued, and knowing what my partner was going through. It would take a real person to do that." After MBJ and Lori went official, the two started posting a couple goals every other day. MBJ even booked an entire aquarium for Lori. On Valentine's Day, Lori posted a video on her Instagram showing her and MBJ walking around in an aquarium with rose petals on the floor. Even Steve Harvey couldn't deny how romantic it was. In an interview on Jimmy Kimmel, the comedian joked about the date, asking MBJ how he'd top it next year.
More your daughter.
Yeah, well, good luck, homie, because, Valentine's comes every year. So, I don't know if you know how this works or not, but I don't know how you gonna top that. But good luck, partner. I mean, it was really nice what he did. I'm happy for him. He's a great guy. I met his father and everything, but that was a lot. I don't know where he's going from here. So hopefully, maybe he'll make Creed.
It all looked good. MBJ was in love with Lori. Even Steve Harvey was in love with MBJ. Steve said in an interview on The Ellen Show that he couldn't find anything to dislike about MBJ, even though I tried so hard to hate him and find all the flaws in him. According to both Steve and Ellen, MBJ really was just that nice of a guy.
You know what? I have tried not to like him. I have tried to find something wrong with him that I could dig in and go, because I done got rid of all of them. All of them. Some of them that snuck in the back door on me and lasted a lot longer than I wanted it to. But this guy is such a good guy, man. He is one of the nicest guys, man. I met his father. I've set up with him. We've talked for hours. I just can't find nothing wrong with him. I'm hoping to, between me and you, well, this ain't nothing between me and you. Hell, we on TV. I'm hoping this lasts, because this is a really, really good guy.
According to reports, things are going so well that fans are expecting MBJ to pop the question in the near future and are hoping for a ring to appear on his finger. And fans aren't the only ones who think MBJ will pop the question soon. According to reports, Steve Harvey believes MBJ will soon pop the question to Lori and is trying to get his wife Marjorie's blessing before he does. Later on the show, Steve Harvey said that he and his wife Marjorie were always getting MBJ expensive and thoughtful presents, which he believed meant MBJ was about to pop the question.
So he bought me this big 100 cigar box of the most hard to get cigars, 100 of them in this big box, and gave that to me. He gave my wife some skis. Who do that? Only way you give your potential mother-in-law some skis is because you want her to be your mother.
MBJ and Lori ended their relationship in June 2022, less than 6 months after they declared their love. At the time, no one knew what was going on. But as it turned out, their breakup might have had more in common with Stevie's and Marjorie's family than they cared to admit. According to a source close to the couple at the time of the split, MBJ and Lori actually ended their relationship after realizing that she wasn't ready to commit. People magazine reported at the time. Speaking of MBJ, the insider said, Michael has grown up a lot during their relationship and is ready to settle down for good. He let his guard down with her and opened up emotionally for the first time in a romantic relationship. As for Lori, the source said, she wants to focus on her career and pursue her passions before settling down. She's all about her career, but she still wants to be free and have fun. Michael's a great guy, and she's sad that they broke up, but she's ready to move on. So, why did she break it off with MBJ? You don't suddenly have commitment issues all of a sudden, do you? Many fans think Marjorie has something to do with it.
Understand, you are the prize. Don't give yourself to anybody that is not going to be your husband. If they love you, if they really care about you, they'll wait on you.
In case you haven't figured it out by now, it's important to know that Marjorie had a history of dating rich men and moving on from the man who gave her the most money to the next one. Marjorie had been married twice before Harvey, and what's interesting is that both times she was married to drug dealers. Her first husband was a man named Jim Townsend. He was found guilty of drug trafficking and was sentenced to life imprisonment in 1990. It's interesting to note that Jim was only convicted after the FBI and the DEA threatened him with arrest if he didn't comply with their demands. About the same time Jim was on his way to jail, Marjorie seemed to be enjoying her time with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was at the time still married to his ex-wife, Mary Harvey, and was technically unfaithful to Marjorie, who herself was unfaithful to Jim with Harvey. In a later interview, Steve's ex-wife said that it was terribly upsetting for her.
When I think about how quickly he moved forward from me to Marjorie, that was disturbing.
In the end, Marjorie ended her marriage to Harvey after she discovered that he was not doing well financially at that time. Marjorie married her second husband, Donald Woods, also known as Big Don, shortly after their marriage. Donnell Woods was arrested during one of the largest drug arrests in Memphis's history. Again, Marjorie got away with it. This time, though, Harvey was well on his way to becoming a Hollywood star. This presented Marjorie with a golden opportunity to ascend the social ladder. Harvey and Marjorie began dating and married shortly after Harvey divorced his first wife, Mary. Because of Marjorie's past, many people have accused her of being a gold digger and accused Steve Harvey of mistreating his ex-wife. Court documents have also revealed that Steve Harvey failed to pay child support and was allegedly involved in hitting his child too. He was later cleared of the child's abuse charges. However, Mary still claims that they happened and Steve used industry connections to get rid of the charges. According to sources, MBJ discussed Marjorie's power over Lori after he broke up with her and claimed he got away with it by not marrying her.
Coming out of, that situation, not to give it, any energy and kind of move from that is, it was an experience for me to grow, and learn.